Well, anytime you win 7-0, you get excited. One of the things we're trying to do, and obviously we want to win every game we play, but just consume ourselves with the process, continue to get better. And I thought there was some areas that we definitely improved on. I thought we had more offensive zone time than we have in any game this year. I thought we were much more patient. I thought we were more difficult to play against. I thought we used our points more in the offensive zone. Defensively, we did a better job protecting the house. Power play 4 for 9, penalty kill 0 for 6, 6 for 6. Won the penalty game. We've been taking too many penalties, but 0 for 5 really. I got my first penalty, so shame on me. But a lot of good things, and obviously we got 7 different scorers, which is nice. Offense was spread out, so it was a good night. Nice to get back on the winning side of things, and now we get ready for a big one tomorrow.
In the first and second period, you guys had 2 5-on-3s that you were defending. I think the scoreline was still 2-0 at that point. Just how important were those in kind of keeping Sacred Heart away when they had, a lot of chances to get back into that game?
Huge. That's a shame on me for taking that penalty to put us down 5-on-3. And I really liked how we killed it. We structurally were good. We didn't get overextended. We had good sticks. We moved. The puck moved. And you need puck luck and you need great goaltending. We got all of that. So, all the stars aligned for us to kill both of those. It's too much to handle. Hopefully, we'll stay out of the box tomorrow night and moving forward in 5-on-3s. So, there was a big turning point in the game. All of a sudden, it's 2-1, and the complexion of the game changes. So, those were huge kills.
Any thoughts too on perhaps any extra level of, insurance the guys felt at the back there, having Jake flashing the pads left and right, second penalty save of the year?
Yeah, he's a great goalie, and we knew we got a great goalie, and he certainly his work ethic, his attention to detail, his mental toughness is huge. So we're lucky to have him.
Any thoughts too on how important it is to get that first shutout of the year?
Well, I'm happy for him. It's nice that he's got one under his belt early on in his career. So hopefully many more.
You talked yesterday about you thought that the offense was a little bit perimeter focused. Do you think you improved working the middle of the ice tonight?
I thought so. I thought there were many more scrums at the net. There were, we got pucks to the point. We got down low. I thought there was definitely more of a grit factor to our offensive game, and we're going to need that. We're going to need that against everybody, and we certainly were that the last 3 periods.
7 different goal scorers tonight, and you mixed up the lines coming in throughout the whole week. Did you like what you saw out of that?
Yeah, I did. I thought there was. I thought we obviously spread the offense around. I like most of our lines. It's tough when you get. The minutes get a little distorted because you're killing penalties. You're on the power play, and some guys don't play for a while, which is hard. And it's early in the season. Some guys will assume more responsibility, so spread those minutes around. So hopefully we can stay out of the box. Again, 5 penalties by them, 1 by me. So we're going in the right direction anyway.
So go ahead.
If you're willing to divulge, what ended up happening on your penalty? Was it a disagreement or was it just confusion with the scoreboard?
I asked him to go to dinner after the game. He wanted one restaurant, I wanted another, and it just we just couldn't agree on it. And so I slammed the door too hard. So.
Great performance from the power play unit tonight. What do you like out of those guys? Fabro, the defense, and the 4 forwards.
Well, we're opportunistic, without question. I still don't love what I see. We're still a little too methodical. There's too much stick handling, not enough puck movement yet, but we're getting there. And it's, we're a work in progress. When you've got so many guys, when you're dominated by freshmen and sophomores, you're young. And, we have maybe a little bit of an immature idea of what a power play needs to be successful at this level. We got better at it tonight. Hopefully we're better tomorrow.
Pretty clean first period as far as penalties go, but then second it got a little more aggressive. Why'd you think that happened exactly? What kind of led to that?
Well, they're calling it tighter, and everybody, if you look across the board, granted, I don't want to take 5 penalties. Mm-hmm. I'm not counting mine. But it's, relative to everybody else. They're calling the games, and, the goal is to under 4 for us, and we're getting there. And the other goal is kill less than the other team. We want more power plays than the other team. Sometimes, you're going to take 5 penalties and the other team gets 7 or 8, and that's just the way the refs are going to call the game. So, sometimes that's going to happen, and I think that's what's happening across college hockey right now. Is everybody's taking penalties, more penalties.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to take less than your opponent.
There were two small moments from the game that really stuck out to me. One was, I think it was a 5-on-3 or 5-on-4. Fabro was defending without a stick and managed to do pretty well, and then Bobo Carpenter blocked a shot that drew a big roar from the crowd. Any thoughts, I guess, on how those little moments add up and just the importance they have in the game? They kind of get overlooked, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2-0 still, right? Was that 3-0?
Yeah,
I think so. I think in the second.
Well, either way, it's still a tight game, and Dante loses a stick, and Bobo comes up with a huge play. Blocks a shot. We got some good blocks tonight. We had blocks across the board tonight. So, like I said, we compete. And after the Denver weekend, we're just not hard enough to play against, or we weren't anyway. After that weekend, we compete, but we're not hard enough to play against. And I thought we were harder to play against tonight. There was definitely more, in your face, offensive zone time, getting to the net, more grit to our game tonight, and we just got to keep building on that.
So Jasper's penalty shot goes off the post, goes off the goalie, almost goes in. What were your impressions of their two top forwards, Jasper and Danforth?
They're good. I mean, they're good players. They're older, stronger, good stick skills. I thought we did a good job possessing the puck tonight. I thought we had a lot of puck possession, which I thought made them chase the game a little bit. They were tired, but you can see why they've won some games against our conference. They've got some good players there, and they're well coached. And they got a goalie.
3 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game, 1 power play, 1 even strength, 1 shorthanded, so you kind of run the gamut there. Is that about playing a full 60-minute effort and not letting up until the final horn?
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. I mean, we're trying to play 60, just like every team. We're no different than everybody else. So, but you want to, especially you want to give Jake the opportunity to earn his first shutout, and I think our guys were excited for that. And, it was nice to see. Nice to see we get a shorthanded goal as well, and it's our 3rd of the year, so we've already tripled our total from last year. So, I liked a lot about our game tonight.
Well, you mentioned a shutout with about 1:17 left, and I got a good gasp from your manager. So, unfortunately, I'm off the hook.
Yeah, I think Albie mentioned it on the bench too, and kind of gave him the death stare. So, we survived both those comments, and we survived killing the penalty with under 2 minutes to go. So that was good.
Is the team still kind of learning what a penalty is? I know that it's been an evolving process with the way the league is calling it this year.
Yes, and I think the refs are still, trying to figure out how tight to call it too, and I think these guys did a good job tonight. Obviously one episode I wasn't happy with, but listen, we're all learning. They have to call more penalties. I thought our game was deteriorating. I thought that, we were starting to play a 1985 style of hockey. There was way too much letting go and hooking and holding and, just, impeding good players. And, I'm glad they're calling. And we'll adjust, we'll adjust. I mean, it's, it's on the players. But I also think the refs will understand as this whole thing goes on that there are some, maybe they're calling too many right now, but I understand that. That's the mandate from the NCAA lead officials. And, I'd rather have it this way than, maul and brawl.